Let's have a chat, you and me. Let's stop pretending to be people that we're not. I know it's scary out there. I know there's a lot of things going on, and you see in your social media swiping, there's like someone that's like, here's how to make $1 million in my business in 2 months. Here's how to do 40K cash months with my human design business. Here's how to have online freedom. And I know you've given it a go. You've given everything a go. And I can feel your frustration. Like, I can actually feel it. And I know you're hurting. But you don't have to run away anymore. You don't have to be this thing that you think that you need to be. Like, you actually just get to be yourself. And something that I've challenged a lot of my clients recently to do is to go open their photo albums, or like look through old videos from when they were young and when they were like a really young person, to see what them in their essence, like that joy in their life. And it's really interesting because a lot of us have found that there's a lot of hardship, and there was a lot of challenges, and there was a lot of interesting traumas that they'd been through when they were very, very young. But there was still those beautiful moments that were captured on camera so that you can see them today. So that you can be reminded of the feeling, the essence, the joy that you had from when you were such a young being. And it's really inspiring because I know you've got it inside you. And I know you feel lost. But pushing yourself into a space of more shit and more cloudiness and more instant dopamine is not going to help you get out of it. And it's really interesting because we all want to be this action taker, money maker, this amazing multi-millionaire, or like you want certain things for yourself or whatever that might be. I'm just using a very common goal that a lot of people think they have. But it's not until you fully lose yourself, which you're in right now, that you have the opportunity to decode and remove all of the background noise for yourself to actually find out what you really want to do. And it's within what you actually desire to do, that's where your money-making machine is. And it's not all about money, because for you to actually enjoy the millions of dollars and the lots of money that you have, you actually need to be self-fulfilled inside. And you have to feel that radiance that rocks inside your body like no one. It's unshakable. And that, when I say unshakable, I don't mean that like every day you're fucking slaying the day, like running down the street like no tomorrow. Like, it looks so different for everybody, and you still have the ups and downs. And I think I want to bust a myth that there is in the spiritual community at the moment, that being the high frequency 24/7 is the way to be. And it's encouraging people, because you're so lost, and because you're so lost at the moment, you're just absorbing like a sponge, that what's actually happening is you're allowing yourself to get more lost with thinking that you're not allowed to feel your feelings, feel your emotions, feel the trauma that's causing the emotions, and see what the root cause is. Instead, you're thinking, I can't feel this way because I desire this. And when you're doing that, like, you're actually, your soul is like inside, like it actually is like actually like shriveling up and so upset and so in misalignment that it's causing more misalignment in your body. And you're like, I'm so exhausted, I've got headaches all the time, I'm getting sick so much. Yes, you could be going through a spiritual upgrade, but if you're going through a spiritual upgrade, are you actually seeing what you get to look at to allow yourself to move through to that next level of the upgrade? The upgrade doesn't just happen because your energy is expanding. It happens because you're learning and going through the growth of your energy to expand to the next level. Probably should introduce myself. I'm Sean. I'm a beautiful channel. I don't know what to call myself because I don't like labels. So welcome in. I'm just a wisdom, a fountain of knowledge and wisdom. So feel free to take what really hits you in your coochie and leave the rest for wherever you need it. I hope that everything that I say does inspire you to find your truth within you, to see what you resonate with. Don't take what I say for face value. Find it out what actually sits with you within yourself and then take it from there. What I was saying is like, actually, I don't know what I was saying. There is the most beautiful black and white butterfly flying past my window right now. It's really cute. Spiritual upgrades. So, when it comes to spiritual upgrades, I often see in the spiritual community, and this is why I'm here to rock the boat a little bit, because the boat needs a little bit of shaking to cause a bit of disbalance between the boat, so you start to think about how you want to move forward. And it's from a place of love, it's from a place of passion, and it's a place of seeing the universe potential and the state of evolution that we can get to. I've seen it, I know what it looks like, and it looks really good, and I'm here to help guide you there. So when it comes to spiritual upgrades, I've noticed that a lot of us in the community, or a lot of people in the community, even outside of the community, everywhere, it's everywhere. Like we say that, you know, we're just going through this spiritual upgrade, like, man, 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 man. But what are you actually doing to be self-accountable to either reflect on why you're having that spiritual upgrade? What have you moved through in the most recent period of time that's gotten you through to this point of upgrading? Or what is your body trying to tell you? What emotions and feelings are actually wanting to be revealed and seen and heard for you then to move to that new version of yourself? Because often than not, by you just saying it's a spiritual upgrade, you're not actually honoring your spirit, your soul, your body, your energy, and listening to it. You're dismissing it. You're saying, oh, it's just this, rather than being curious and being like, oh, why is this happening? What is this happening for me? Words. What is the reason that it's happening for me? Or like, is there something deeper that I get to look at? And, you know, like, I truly believe everyone can take themselves deeper and deeper. Sorry, I just dropped my wand. And I should use it as a microphone. No, I'm kidding. I respect this tool. Sorry. I'm also a goofball, so I probably will break. That's probably why. I was probably getting a little bit too passionate. Spirit's like, yeah, lighten your load. Anyways, so I really find the value in recentering yourself and like coming back to where you are deep within yourself to then see and feel the difference with why you're going through that upgrade. Because if you can be open and you can be curious, you'll find that there's actually a deeper seed that's in there that's been planted from when you were so young. And that's why I think it's really important to have those memories and see those memories of when you were in your pure essence, when you were young, like a really young being, because that's what you can be now. Like you can choose, because it's all a choice, that you can actually choose to be that person today. Like you can choose to see what caused, or what was the nugget, the golden nugget that shifted your paradigm, that stripped that goodness away from you when you were so young. So it could be a trauma, it could be an experience, it could be an event, it could be numerous things, like, or it could just be your environmental like surroundings that didn't allow you to be that expanded playfulness, you know. So like, and then seeing what that was, what were the learnings from it, what were the teachings from it, what did you need to learn in that particular time to now get you to here? Because I don't want you to have regrets. I don't wish anybody to have regrets, because you wouldn't be here today if you hadn't lost that unique essence. You wouldn't be here so strong, so powerful, so passionate. Or you might not feel that passion right now, but I can feel it in you. I can actually feel it in you. Like, you wouldn't be here today watching the video with this gift of the internet, with the gift of having a phone, an iPad, or whatever you're watching it on. Like, that wouldn't exist if you didn't go through the shit, like the actual stuff that made you feel challenged. Because I truly think there's a gift in it all. And I know I can tell you that right now. But I want you to hold the little light inside you. I want you to close down your eyes if you feel comfortable, actually. I want you to take a deep breath through your nose. And I want you to feel it like a candy cane going down to your heart. And then breathing out your mouth. And I want you to go one more, in through your nose, like a candy cane down to your heart. And out your mouth. On this last one, I want you to try and exhale as long as you physically possibly can. Push your limits. Breathing in through your nose, down to your heart, and breathing out your mouth and expanding and letting it go out for as long as you can. And I want you to just feel the energy in your body. How do you feel right now? What feelings are there? What emotions are there for you? And just notice that these are here to serve you a purpose. There is a gift in it. And the gift might not be so clear for you right now, but when you're pushing and pushing and pushing yourself into social media, thinking, I need to do this course, I need to do this course, I need to be this person, I need to be that person, you're trying to be something for someone else when you haven't even figured out how to be someone for yourself. And I mean that with so much love, because I know what it's like to lose myself. I lost myself. I think I've lost myself like 50 times in the last like 4 years itself. 5, 6 years, 7 years. My whole lifetime. And through every single time of losing myself, or like feeling like I lost myself, because I never really lost myself. It was all just a part of the journey of finding myself. And I still feel like there's more to find of myself. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I feel like I'm very certain in my being, but I also leave room for uncertainty to still expand and be challenged and find new things within me. So for yourself, like, you might feel like you're in your deepest feeling of being so lost and confused, but the best medicine that is actually going to help you right now is to intentionally tune out from the noise. Like, I won't have the solution for you on what way that looks like, but I can give you some examples. Like, whether that's intentionally choosing to schedule in your calendar an hour each week to feel your emotions. No phone, no laptop, no technology, no distractions, a pen, a paper, or a voice recorder. Or art, painting. And just purely, I want you to feel the emotions in your body. So closing down your eyes, if you feel cold, feel the emotions in your body. Excuse me. Feeling anything that's like wriggling in your body, any sort of pain, any sort of ailments, anything. And if you're painting or drawing, what does your hand want to draw to resemble that pain, that feeling, that emotion? And draw it. Write it down into words. What does it feel like? Don't overcomplicate it. No one else has to read this. This is your self-exploration time. Whether that's, another example is going into like actually choosing to put your feet on the ground outside. Because another big piece of this spiritual bypassing business is, a lot of us, we tend to go, and I'm saying us because we are collective, we're all connected. Like, you might not resonate with this particular thing, but you're still a part of the collective. So you're still a part of us. It's not me, it's not I, it's we. It's us. So within that, like, going into nature, actually putting your feet on the ground, like actually walking through nature. Maybe you don't feel comfortable to walk around the bush with no shoes on. fair enough, that's fine. But like, touch a tree, touch things. Like, there's this exercise that my psychologist taught me when I was quite young, and I think this is going back like 12, 15 years now, and I was a very anxious boy, and like, I could hear these guys saying, "What happened?" I was very anxious. A lot of like, I was very sensitive. I didn't really know how to control my energy. It was very high intense energy, but did not know how to navigate it and direct it to anything. So it really like navigated me down this lane of like channeling it into the wrong things. Anyways, what they suggested to me was to cook food with my parents and say, for instance, if we're cooking pasta, what does the pasta scoop, I don't know what it's called, but the what does the pasta scoop feel like in your hand? Is it plastic? What does the plastic feel like? Is it metal? What does the metal feel like? Is it wooden? What does the wood feel like? When you stir the pasta, when you stir it slowly, what does that feel like? What does it look like in the bowl, like in the saucepan? You know, and you know, you might not have that opportunity because you've got so much going on in your life, which is another reason why you should be tuning out of social media so much. And I'll let you find that yourself. But taking those short moments of time to actually just disconnect and get in touch with what you're doing. And that's what present moment is. So like, if you're out in nature, put your phone down. Like, actually put your phone down. You can last 10 minutes from it. It's not your codependent boyfriend or girlfriend or partner. That's a story for another day. But put it down. It will live without you for 10 minutes, an hour. Like, you will be okay and you will be fine. Like, you'll actually probably be better than ever before. And, you know, like, just disconnect from it and notice, what can you see? What trees can you smell? If you see some flowers, sniff them. They might smell like something, or they might not, because you haven't been utilizing that sense. My mum always told me this thing, like, you use it or you lose it. And it's quite literal. Like, if you don't use your senses, the knowledge, the wisdom that you have and you learn, your motor neurons actually die. Like, your neuron, like, there's a whole science to it. I'm not going to go down that today because I already feel like this is going for a little while. I can't see the timer. I'm just going to trust that it's perfect. But what I was saying is, you know, like, if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. Like, you will actually lose those functions. So if you have the blessing of being able to sniff stuff, sniff it, smell it. What does it smell like? Does it smell like something that you don't desire to smell? Cool. You now know something that you don't desire to smell. What do you want to smell instead? Find something that smells like that. Smell it, enjoy it. You know, like, I don't suggest tasting things in the bush unless you do you. Just use your discernment whether it's edible or not. But like, tasting things, or maybe you take some fruit with you, because that, you know, you can have. What does it feel like in your body to taste fruit, this juicy, yummy deliciousness, whilst you're in nature? And then when you're at home, what does it feel like to eat that same piece of fruit? Maybe a different piece of fruit, but like the same fruit. And, you know, like, start to look at what it feels like in these individual present moments, because this is going to train your brain to be more present, to be more in your body, to feel more in you, so that you can find yourself. You know, these are really, like, this is like what I teach people who feel so lost. And I really want this to inspire you, because it has changed so many people's lives. You know, like, do the basics. You don't need to do all these fancy dancy advanced things straight away. Go to the basics. Designate time in your calendar, be accountable for yourself, and take time away from your phone. Find yourself an accountability buddy that will hold you to that hour a couple times a week, start once a week if you need to, but a couple times a week where you're doing present moment things, whether that's phone in the bedroom whilst you're cooking dinner, whether that's be phone in your pocket or you give your phone to your friend whilst you go for a walk, whether that be cooking dinner and being present, whether that's a game, whether that's going out for a meal and actually putting your phone down. Like, I see so many people on their phones at, like, when they're out at cafes and dinners and lunches and stuff like that. Put it down. Like, actually connect with people. Like, where I see the most common thing is, I'll get back to these simple things, but the most common thing that we're craving at the moment is connection. But the phone is not going to give you that connection. Yes, you can connect to other people's energetic fields anywhere in the universe, but the feeling you get as being a human in your body, connecting to somebody else that is around you, beats anything. So, like, actually connect with people. Connect with them. How can you put a smile on someone else's day? Because that will light up your day. Don't make it all about you for once. I get it. It's hard, but actually choose to be there for somebody else through laughter, through some fun, and how to have a smile and a laugh, and it will change your mind. It will change your world because it will give you that sense of satisfaction and certainty in your body, that's going to make you feel really good. And then, so I don't know what the first two things we went through. Clearly I'm not done with that point. But that connection thing, so, like, we thrive so much connection from other people and we think this device is going to be it, but it's a tool that we get to use to help leverage connection. It's not connection, it's to leverage the feeling of connection. And what I mean by that is, like, utilize it to connect and find new people and then connect with them physically, in person. Or if it's a little bit challenging at the moment, via Zoom, and then organize and, like, actually challenge yourself to meet people. Because I see a lot of people at the moment, you know, like, people are so avoidant. Like, you walk through the shops and people are so avoidant. Like, you might be waiting with, like, in a line with somebody, like, with people, and the number of people that are so in their own world on their phone, like, phone. Like, rather than actually mingling, communicating, like, you're in there for a reason, waiting for a reason. There's a gift in that. Find the gift. Be curious. Use it as a treasure map and, like, actually find, like, how can I use this opportunity to find a gift that's going to teach me something magical? Like, whenever I'm waiting for something, I always encourage myself to talk to somebody. Talk to a random. Talk to someone there, because no doubt they need to hear your voice. They need to hear your love and the energy that's deep within you. Love to talk into another concept that's just downloaded through, but it's for another video. It is. So, anyways, allow yourself to have forgiveness. This has gone through a bit of a really different tangent, and though I know that this video will hit the people where it, not hit, but, like, you'll get it where you need to get it. I know it's definitely, like, taken a journey. I can feel the journey, but I'm just going to trust that this has reached the people that it needs to. Come along for the journey, because there's going to be golden nuggets. And I think because this needs to reach the right people, there's going to be different nuggets throughout each video for everyone. So I encourage you to actually, like, stick to it, stick through it, and be open-minded to finding what you need to hear in the messages, and then see in the comments or talk or engage in the comments with other people that have found a different perspective from the message, and connect with them, encourage them, embrace them. And I encourage you to do the same, and they will do it with you as well. Because, you know, again, put yourself aside for a second, take the message for yourself, embody it, sit with it, but also share your experience with other people and allow yourself to listen to their experience, because there's a golden nugget from their perspective to help you deepen your truth and your knowledge from the messages I deliver. So anyways, I all of a sudden feel really whole and complete with that. I'm gonna upload it. I don't think I'm actually gonna edit it at all. I'm just gonna put it up, and yeah. Anyways, so follow along, give it a. I would love my little act of service that I would love from you all is, just or follow along for the journey. I'm going to start posting more educational teach pieces to like help inspire people. And I'm going to go along the wavelength of how I've done this video. It might shift, change my mind so often, but it's been an absolute pleasure to share this one. Occasionally I might do some oracle readings if I feel called to, but after my last one that I just uploaded, I actually felt like I don't need the cards. Some of you might feel like you need the cards, but I feel like I've got the messages and I'm here to channel them and I'm here to inspire and educate you all. So enjoy them, love it. If you don't love it, that's okay. I love you. And until the next video, take care, nourish yourself, drink a lot more water, disconnect from your phone, tune into your body, learn to be more present, and be radically accountable for your actions. There was some other messages in here, but they were clearly channeled for you. So I love you so much and take care. Mwah, 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 mwah.